Greetings everyone. In this video I want to talk about perfection. Perfection.
Greetings. This infinite source truth is made possible by the generous contributions and support of viewers like you. Please consider making a contribution now. Thank you.
All right. Many of you are stuck in the thought of perfection. All right. Many creative people, let's take an artist for example. They start on a painting and they will work on it for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, and they still won't be finished with that painting. Now, from anyone else's eye, they look at that painting and they see it as being something magnificent and beautiful, and yet the creator of that piece is still obsessed on it not being finished. It just needs something more that can go with anyone and anything whenever they become paralyzed with the thought of not attaining perfection. Now, an artist has put in all of that time and spent all of that energy to create this one piece of art that they will never fully reap the benefit of all the time that they have put into it. Return on investment. All right. Now, some source players are stuck because they want everything perfect before they begin. They won't take a few steps forward until everything is perfect and in perfect order in their mind. Now, this is all a mind game. And some source players will be trapped in the idea of perfection, which does not exist, but only in your mind. There is not a perfect house. There is not a perfect partner. There is not a perfect child. There is not a perfect animal. There is not a perfect job. Anything that you experience or do within this game illusion, perfection is an illusion in and of itself. Something that is not attainable because it's a trap. You will never reach that perfection until you return to source. Your game experience is a perfect reflection of where your state of mind is. But so many source players get tripped up by this thing. They desire a perfect relationship. They desire a perfect partner. They desire perfect children. They desire that perfect job. They desire a perfect business. They desire to do everything perfection, including hair and makeup and clothing, and they can't, some source players can't step outside the door without having everything perfect about their appearance. Now, looking cared for is one thing, but being obsessed with the fact that you can't step out without having on any makeup or having a panic attack because you need to be somewhere right then, that's a problem. That's a problem that you have to get over. To be paralyzed by anything in this game, by having to make a choice, by feeling that you must present a certain way, to doing things in a certain way in your mindset will hold you back in this game. Now, the videos I do, oh yes, they can be improved upon. But if I nitpicked and I tried to up the quality in the presentation and all of these things, well, then there wouldn't be very many videos being put out. I think that putting them out is more important than trying to make sure everything's perfect. Everything can always be done better. You know, some of you who are into videography and lighting and or sound, it may bother you to watch something that is not as well done as you know that you could do it. But you see, you've had years of training and experience, and you have the equipment. But you see, that's your job. And it's not realistic to expect everyone else to conform to your expectations. Now, are you concerned about being judged? So therefore, you're not going to put something out because, oh, people may not judge it to be good, or they may not like the way you've done something. Well, you know what? You can become paralyzed by that thought that you can't put anything out because you can't handle what could possibly happen, or it's not a great representation of you, and so therefore you won't do anything and you won't take that step forward out of fear. Now, can people not be nice to you? Absolutely. Do you have the backbone and knowledge of who you are to not allow it to bother you? That's the question. You see, because in this world, it doesn't matter what you do. There are always people who will appreciate what you do, and then there are people who will not appreciate it. It's called balance. Are you going to worry and allow those people who don't appreciate or might judge you stop you from doing what pleases you to do or that you know that you need to do? That is the question. Are you afraid that what you're going to do is not good enough? Well, who makes that determination? Who has a right to make that determination? Unless, of course, you're being paid for a job and then there are expectations. But in the general field of things, you as a creator, who is to determine that what you're doing is not good enough, especially if it's your choices and it's your business and it's your life? Are you going to get hung up on the idea of perfection and that you can't go forward and move forward until everything is perfectly lined up for you to do so? In that case, you will make fewer breakthroughs and cheat yourself out of a wide range of experiences and possibly future doors from being opened for you. Just be aware and examine where you may be causing more problems for yourself within because of your self-expectations. Know thyself. You can do this. Examine your internal thinking, your subconscious, and why you're making the choices that you're making. Now, if you find the information that I'm sharing and the work that I've done in the Matrix a benefit to you, then it benefits you to say thank you with a gift via PayPal. The link is in the description box below. Abundance, health, and prosperity to you.